just do the job perfectly. We're not noticing. Oh, piss off. G'day everyone, welcome back. Today we have got Rotec out here to plumb up the, well, finish wiring this off, making sure that the motor's all good. So we've got a couple things we need to do to make sure that this is ready to have water going through the pump. So in the last video we obviously cut the tank in there and we sorted out the valves. The valves were locked down, so we've fixed them. They're all sorted. We can actually run this pump right now if we had to. We just open this one right up, we draw from here and we push in through there. But we, while the motor's running, we want to test out our strikers and all that. So we're just going to do a short hose from here to here on both sides. We then need to get our inch hose, which we've got just here, hooked up to our handgun, and then we're just going to install a tap where the crew protection is going to be, because that electronic valve wasn't there. So yeah, bit annoying, because obviously town's an hour and 20 minutes away, it's not just down the road, so sort of holds us back on that sort of thing, but we can at least get this done and yeah, be ready. So they're going to be here in about an hour, so we're going to get to and get this plumbed up. One. We've got Rotec nearly here, so we've got to start this up, get it filled with water. We need to get our diesel tank filled. Now we've got hoses going everywhere. It's because yeah, we're not sure where everything's going just yet, but we needed everything hooked up. So our airbox is up there, and we've got the really long hose here going into the engine. Our fuel is just sitting there. That's plumbed up into the to the engine. This here is the primer pump. So that's just a hose blocked off, so that's all set. And we've also done our hand cannon, and that's just sitting on top for now, just to be out of the way. So we'll head down, we'll fill this up, fill up with diesel, and then we'll, I've taken the nozzles off up there, because we need to thread tape them and chuck them on. Fair bit's happened since I last spoke to you guys. So Rotec arrived, he was here, and yeah, we left him to do his thing with this. We obviously got that up, as you can see, so we just brought Izzy up just to check that over and go over that. Now, it does run, the motor runs, which is always good. The water works, everything like that we're about to show you, don't worry, you're not going to miss out. But there's a few things that, well, one main thing is that it doesn't rev up by the controller up here. Oh, let me get in here. All right, so we've got our, you know, our start. This is glow, that's start, and that's turn off. Now I thought that was rev up, rev down, and then he's gone and chucked a temp gauge in there for us. And it is the issue that they weren't able to start this motor in town, because we obviously had to have it plumbed up for water, because they would have been able to see that it wasn't working. So they thought that this motor was an auto rev, so under load it revs up to, you know, what's required. Unfortunately it's not, so they're going to get a hold of a solenoid for us, and yeah, they're going to chuck that in there, and then we'll be able to control it from in here, revving it up and revving it down. So yeah, so anyway, it still works, and we'll fire it up and show you guys the power on. I was holding the handheld nozzle. This thing at full tilt with the handheld nozzle was pushing me back. Like there's a lot of pressure being produced by this pump, which is fantastic. So yeah, we'll show you guys that. Now there is a few slight water leaks. They seem to have sort of slowed down now. Sort of dripping around. Oh, there you go. This one's dripping around the fitting there. not really much we can do about that. We're just going to leave it. These were all pretty bloody tight trying to get them on, so we're not going to be able to fix it. One thing we might do is just literally just goop a bit of Celastic around there, but it's not going to drain a tank. It's not going to be an issue. Everything up there under pressure was all good. All of our fittings here, nothing was leaking, so that was fantastic. So yeah, we've just got back from lunch, so wait for Dad and Henry to get here. We'll fire this up and show you guys everything in there, and then we might pull it back in and see about wiring up the remote cannon, getting that thing working, because that'd be really cool to see as well. So time to give it a test. And we're running. With the cannon, I adjusted the flow rate and it's going further. What's it on? It's not on. It's on 2. That's on the highest flow rate. Yeah, on that one I think that's on 550. Yeah, I think it's 700. It just doesn't quite get there. Oh, okay. Now that is hoofing some water out. That is gonna just do the job perfectly. We're not noticing. Oh, piss off. We're not noticing any, it's nowhere safe because they can go, they can reach me. But there's no issue with pressure with that pump. The nozzle is working perfectly, everything's working fine. That actually shoots 37 meters, would you believe? So at our longest point, obviously not going to be able to put a fire out at 37 meters. It's just not practical, but the spray, when I get out here, reaches all that distance. So yeah, no, very impressive. So if you look here, you can see our sprays reach out here. Now obviously a fire out here you're never going to be able to put out, but that's impressive that it's got that far. And as we're preparing this, I might need to zoom in for you. There's a fire just there. We had a lot of lightning strikes last night, and there's a fire out in the bush. Oh, I'm getting wet. Oh. Always handy. So I'm going to bring this into the shed. I was just giving a bit of herbs. I didn't obviously film it just then, but I'm in gear 3 now, foot flat. We've got it's half full of water and you don't notice it at all. The truck is going to be absolutely fine with the weight behind it, which is good. It's reassuring. Right, so we're going to do our remote cannon now, and in order to do that, with this fitting on here, it's going to run into that. So this is obviously the bull bar, and that hole there is the step, so you can climb up. So I'm just going to remove that little bit there just to make it a bit easier, and then after that, once I got it plumbed up, we'll be able to thread all our pipe through and get that sorted. And while I'm doing that, Dad's just going to sort out the PDO on this side. Unfortunately, this case that I got for it is the wrong size, so we're just going to take off the hoses and just block it up. It's not going to ever be run, so it'll be fine. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Getting closer to having this cannon operational. Hose is attached and goes the whole way and into our valve, which is just there. Dad sorted out the PDO on that side, and dangling down just there, that's our airline. So we're going to push that airline all the way across one of these fittings and put that into the top of the air valve there. Now we're not sure if that's spring loaded. I'm hoping it is, because it's closed at the moment. It's got 2 spots for air to go, like to screw in, but the PDO only has 1 airline. So I'm hoping it's just exactly the same as the valves that we've got in the truck there. And when you apply air, it opens it, and when your air's gone, it closes. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We're all going to find out together if I'm wrong or not. But I'm going to now chuck this cannon up. Yeah, go the other way. Cool. So I've got that all wired up. It's in the cab. I'll show you that in a sec, but we've got it all wired up back to the battery here. So the last thing we need to do is, well, once I finish this here, is get the air fitting onto the valve there, and hopefully that works. That's the big if. And then yeah, we'll be right to give this thing a test. It works. We're just gonna do it under load now and test it out. So this is where it is. The cord's coming through our high-low transfer box. Now we're gonna get high strength Velcro and stick it up there, because if you're solo, there's good. You can just adjust it left and right, up and down as you're driving along, looking at the fire, either way you're going. And for the passenger, they can just take it off and then hold it there whilst they're fighting the fire that way. So yeah, pretty happy with that. We'll see how it goes. Could be a bit interesting. This is a 1,000 litre minute nozzle, so it could be disappointing for this pump, but we're all going to find out in about 20 seconds. Time to give it a go. I absolutely love that I can start the pump from here. It's just, that's how it should be. So Dad's out there, he's going to rev it up for us, and then we're going to see how we go. Alright. Nothing is working at the moment. Why is it not working? We're going to have to give it a check. Oh, there we go, it's primed. It's working now. It obviously needed a prime or something. Yeah.
So can you pan it?
Fight your fire over there. Fight your fire over here. That's pretty cool. So there you go, there's the weapon. She does a bloody good job getting good distance, and that'd be ideal. Now what we've discovered is you cannot open the valve, which is back there, with it under full load. You need to rev the motor down, then you can engage, then it can open, and then you can then use it. So yeah, that's obviously something we had to learn, but we got there in the end. But yeah, no, that's amazing. Now one thing we are going to change is this sight gauge, because that's where the water level is, but you cannot tell that from anywhere. Yeah, clear would be a lot better. We'd be able to see a lot easily, and then we'll also just get a coloured ball, chuck it in there. It'd be ideal. So very happy with the result of today. So I think we'll leave the video there, everyone. I don't know what we're going to do on the next one, but it'll probably be something to do with this. So stay tuned. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and as always, catch you in the next one.